Welcome everyone to Trashterpiece Theater.
Trashterpiece
Oh, hi.
Work?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
What?
Today, we have a story from our favorite Lux Radio Theater. It's from a show called, it's a play called, a show called The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer. I don't know what that means.
The Bobby Sox.
Bobby Sox.
Bobby Soxer.
It's like a 1950s term for like excited teenage girls.
Oh.
They would wear.
Oh.
You, okay.
Yeah. That's what Google told me today. So
That's a good.
Cool.
how can everybody interact with our story? With our
Ryan, do your job.
All right. For $10, you can make any one of us do accents for 10 lines.
Yeah.
For $15, you can give any one of us a song or tune of your choosing for 10 lines as well. For group
Musical stylings of.
Yes, musical stylings of. Especially if we don't know that exact song that you're doing, we can like at least hit around it.
we'll just make it up. We won't know.
Yeah,
Or miss hard.
Those are the best.
And for $20, you could do group accents for 2 pages. And at every $100, we have to sing our lines for 2 pages.
Oh.
And that is all that is involved.
Great.
So let's introduce
That
ourselves.
is all it is involved.
Yeah, you want to remind people how to send tips? Because we never do that.
That's true. But Connie has
There's
already
a
put the
link
link
in there.
in
Thanks,
the chat.
Connie.
Because
Yeah.
she's awesome.
Take a look at the chant and then go follow
In the
it.
chant. Fuck.
So if you ever miss
Doing
the
great.
link, you can always do exclamation tip, and also it's in the the board
The page,
underneath,
yeah.
the page
Commands
underneath.
list.
Yeah,
Under donations.
Under donations. If
Mhm.
you scroll up, it's underneath.
Much
there.
easier if you're on a desktop. If you're on a
Yes.
phone,
Yeah.
you're probably just going to want to use the
Yeah.
command.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice, well,
already.
thank you for that. Hey, Ryan, how about some French? French.
My French is gonna turn into.
I am also bad at French.
Yeah.
And, Corey sounds like she's far away, really far away from her mic.
Am I? Do I? What?
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
just be very loud.
Maybe that's just what Corey sounds like, because she sounds like that when she's at home, too.
That's
So
weird.
maybe it was never her microphone. Maybe it's just Corey has a distant voice.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
She's
I
also
see.
muted, so she's coming in through a different microphone.
Oh.
He's the big bucks.
What'd we do without you?
I don't know.
Probably still do the show.
Why was what was just
Welcome to Trashterpiece Theater. You get to see us go through tech rehearsal first before we do it.
Yeah.
discussion. We're gonna discuss a lot of things that are unimportant.
Yeah.
It's all in
Nicken
theme
says
with
we're too
trash-
funny and we should tone it back.
Yeah, that's it. We're too funny.
Oh.
All right, everybody. Did you all turn in your taxes, or did you have to, I don't know, delay them or something?
Did you file your
installment
1022?
payments,
So
or
when using your mutual fund.
have you thought about rent lately? Let's see, have you? Are you getting enough vitamin B12 or vitamin D? We're all
Vitamin
spending
D.
too much time indoors, kids. We gotta really make it better.
I feel like this isn't
Agreed.
boring talk. I feel like this is anxiety, like adult responsibility talk. Like,
I was gonna go real dark, but I won't.
You guys ever watch Parks and Rec, where he's like, when choosing your Excel software for your accounting, you need to be able to account on it.
Oh God.
Yeah, his
Okay.
name's Daniel Beaton.
So as a a precursor to anything else that might happen, if it goes down one more time, I will probably just need to restart the computer.
Okay.
so if we go down again, it's
Alright.
going to be a longer pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll know now. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah.
Longer pause?
Yes. Exactly. So yes, let's go back through. Dyson Wolf gave us a lot of donations for characters already. We've got I am doing some French. Hey, Cucumber is doing Texan. Justin is Russian,
Let's see.
and Haley. Let's see what you do with Harley Quinn.
Okay.
All right,
Let's go.
and let's go down the line and see. Tell your name and what you're playing.
Hi, I'm I'm Corey. I will be playing. Okay, wait. William Neely. There's the right one. Let's see. Agnes. Why is my thing? Yes, yeah. Agnes, the nightclub entertainer. Mitch Quick, a high school principal. A coach. Ginger, the sexy cigarette girl, and a stewardess.
Nice. I am Ryan.
Nice.
I will be playing Libby Collins, a Hollywood reporter. Walters, Dick's long-suffering lawyer. Jerry, Susan's classmate.
You heard that too, right?
Yeah.
I did. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah. Jerry, Susan's classmate. Treadwell, another judge. Alex, the head waiter. All right.
What's up, mud truckers?
Another test donation. The stream did not crash.
Hey.
Good to
Got
go.
it.
You need to reset the bar though.
And you
It
know,
resets
we
too.
got it. Oh no, that's the test donation.
So yeah,
That's
it's
It's a
because we got
test
$50 and it's at $50.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all good there.
Dyson Wolf. What was the Dyson Wolf one right before it crashed again?
It was another one from me.
Yeah.
Mushu.
Mushu from Mulan.
Mushu.
So, Eddie Murphy.
Fun.
I will do my best.
Dishonor
It will
on
more
you.
closely be a
Dishonor
bad
on you.
attempt at donkey.
Yeah.
Not that there's much of a difference in my head canon, but
Mhm.
I just
Pretty similar.
yeah.
I got a
And
black
it's happy
cherry.
to see you. That
Black
doesn't
cherry.
feel bad. What?
A black cherry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's what Corey's drinking. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Got blackberry mead.
I
Nice.
got
Ooh.
what? Connie, we need to talk.
Share.
Yes.
About mead.
Yes, we have to have conversations.
We're gonna have conversations. We're
Yeah.
gonna
Wait,
we'll start mead time. It's gonna be
I
great.
love mead.
Oh my gosh, you guys should do a show called You and Mead.
Where we just
With
did.
nothing to do, honey to brew.
Yes.
Fuck it, that was funny.
So good.
That was
And, wait,
delightful.
Nick wanted to see
Then
my
why
shirt.
no one
This is
laughed?
my shirt. This is my Tolkien shirt.
Oh, you're
This is from Camp Crochets. This is my first time wearing it. Was
It
today.
looks so good.
I love that.
So do I.
Love it. And it's Ravenclaw colors. Different universe, but
Yeah, I'm Slytherin as fuck, but I'll take it. I'll take it for a little bit of language building.
yeah.
There
Perfect.
you go.
All right. I think. Did we have?
Who did we leave off at?
We
We all
didn't
good?
introduce everybody?
No.
I'm not talking about my role.
Yeah,
Ryan's
you do
been waiting.
you.
Ryan's.
I did mine.
Okay.
Who's next?
Cucumber.
No, it's me. It's me.
It's Cucumber
Okay,
now.
so I'm Cucumber. I'll be playing Richard Dick Nugent, the swingin' bachelor. So you can just call me Swingin' Dick.
Oh dear.
I was waiting for it.
Me too. And then we crashed 3 times, so it felt very forced. But had we not, it would have been great. Silence, Corey. Fake chat command, Corey. Anyway.
All right. Next up, Justin and Haley.
Hi, I'm Haley, and I'm going to be playing Susan Turner, a teenage Bobby Turner, a teenage Bobby Soxer, and a voice on a PA.
Hey, I'm Justin. I'm playing the announcer, Dr. Matt Beamish, and Florence.
And the machine.
Nightingale?
Oh, well.
Whoa.
This is how I roll.
Okay.
Yeah, well, this is how I roll.
John?
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I'm Chunk, and I'll be playing Susie Crandall, an intermission guest, and Esther Williams, a movie star. And then I'll be playing in the story. I'll be playing Tommy Chamberlain, who is a district attorney and Margaret's square boyfriend. Melvin, a jailer. Thaddeus, and a judge. Oh, and then an officer later on.
What about a gentleman?
Yes.
Oh, thank you for this.
Always.
Yeah, thank you, Icky Bully.
Icky Bully.
Icky Bully's like a crazy talented painter, for anybody who doesn't know. We've been discovering this on Perception.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
That's a
god.
boss.
All right, and then lastly, I am Connie. I am
Hi, Connie.
Judge.
But not
Margaret.
leastly.
But not leastly.
I will be playing Susan's older sister.
That's it.
Mm.
That's it, just one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Oh yeah.
I
Yay.
Yeah, who cast this?
don't know.
All right. Shall we try this?
Yay!
Let's get down to business.
Here we go.
Oh wait, fuck. I'm Texan and then Mushu.
Mushu.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Lux Radio Theater, The Bachelor, and the Bobby Soxer, June 13th, 1949. Lux presents Hollywood. Lover Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, bring you the Lux Radio Theater, starring Cary Grant and Shirley Temple in The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. William Keeley.
Hey, woo woo!
And thank you, Wolf. I guess I'm goofy now.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm so excited.
Greetings
yuck.
from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we welcome back to the Lux Radio Theater a man whom I consider one of America's truly great screen actors, Cary Grant. With Cary is a young lady who long ago captured the heart of America and has held it ever since, Shirley Temple. Together, they bring us RKO's sparkling romantic comedy, The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer, with Cary as the game man about town and Shirley as the adoring Bobby Soxer, the same delightful performances that made the picture a hit. You know, the Bobby Soxer has introduced some fascinating additions to the American language and mode of dress, but I understand she's still old-fashioned enough to want a lovely Lux complexion. So she takes a lesson from her mother and the screen stars and lets Lux Toilet Soap help out on the beauty front. Now, I'd like to have you meet The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer, starring Cary Grant as Richard Nugent and Shirley
Swinging
Temple as Susan, with Frances Robinson as Margaret.
Do 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 do.
Ba-da-da-do-do-do.
Years ago, a sympathetic neighbor described the Turner girl.
Ah, Corey, stop! You are now Minnie Mouse.
Ah.
Years ago, a sympathetic neighbor described the Turner girls as those poor little lonely orphans. Since then, the neighbors changed her mind. True, the Turner girls are still orphans, but they don't need anybody's sympathy. There's Susan, the Bobby Soxer, 17 years old, editor of the high school paper, and swamped with boyfriends. Oh dear. And then there's Margaret, the lead lawyer, who's now Judge Turner, presiding in dignity over the city's municipal court. Right now, the Turner girls are at breakfast.
Clink clink clink
Dishes,
clink clink.
dishes. Just like the plates. That's what Bilbo Baggins hates.
It's very important that I know, Margaret Puddin'.
Know what?
That case in court, the man who ran away with the 16-year-old girl, what kind of sentence did you give him?
3 years.
Oh, fine. That cost me $2. I always bet you won't sentence people, 'cause you're chicken.
If you'd spent a little more time on geometry and less on,
I don't consider geometry a part of life.
well, your teacher does. You're the first student he's ever had who defined a triangle as 2 women crazy over 1 man.
Mr. J, I mean, Mr. Roberts is definitely decadent. Margaret, dear.
How much this time?
Only $2.
Only $2?
No, Margaret. And thank you very much. I often wonder why you're so good to me.
Well, you know I'd die for you. Only sometimes it's very hard living with you.
What can I say? Who comes up in court this morning?
Oh, nothing very exciting. Some people mixed up in a nightclub brawl when Tom Chamberlain...
Connie, stop it! You're now a pirate.
Oi, when Tommy Chamberlain phoned me about it this morning.
Are you gonna marry Tommy? After all, he's the assistant district attorney. I'm not like that other one from Gotham. Oh, and I also think that he's kind of a hunk. The call of the wild. I gotta go. See ya.
Who's calling for ya this morning?
Oh, it sounds like Jerry. It sounds like Jerry.
Hey, but you haven't eaten your breakfast yet.
I'll take the $2 out of your purse, Margaret. Bye.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, Mr. Chamberlain. If you'll tell the court just what Richard Nugent did.
Oh, yuck. Well, Your Honor, the police yuck, picked him up in the vampire club. Yuck. A riot call. Nugent was the bottom of all the trouble. Yuck.
Hey, which one of you is Richard Nugent?
Yes, Monsieur Nugent is not here. Your Honor, I am his attorney.
He not here?
He, how you say, is out on bail.
Well, if Mr. Nugent doesn't show up within the next 60 seconds, I'll issue a bench warrant for his arrest. Meanwhile, I didn't hear from the witness. Your name, miss?
After that, Connie, you're gonna do a super dramatic radio host.
Okay.
Miss Agnes Prescott, I'm an entertainer at the Vampire Club. I have known Mr. Nugent for some time. He's an artist, so he paints lovely pictures. He once painted me.
He painted me too.
Well, last night, as Mr. Nugent and I was having a few words at his table, we was accosted by this here lady. Harsh words was exchanged, and Mr. Nugent came to my rescue.
I knew him first. You're the one who was butting in.
Hey, ladies, please.
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Chamberlain.
Yuck. This is the third occasion in which Richard Nugent yuck, has involved a public disturbance, and I would suggest yuck.
Monsieur Honor, I see that my client has just arrived.
Good morning, Walters.
Bon morning, yes.
Oh, good morning, Agnes Florence.
Hi, Vicky.
She's gone supersonic.
I didn't pick her up, it was so high.
Chunk as animal, but on Quaaludes.
What do Quaaludes do?
Sleeping.
Good morning, Vicky.
Hey, you're Richard Nugent.
Oh, Your Honor. I'm frankly and honestly delighted.
Is it all right if we go ahead now?
I'm terribly sorry, but
Yes, Mr. Nugent, this court works on a schedule. 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, yes, Your Honor.
You were at the Vampire Club last night?
Well, yes, I was. I'm doing a series of paintings on Americana, and I'm including a nightclub scene.
Creating a nightclub scene, would seem more appropriate. Well, how did the fight start?
Well, Agnes had finished her spot. That's a theatrical term, Your Honor. It means her performance, her act.
Thank you.
Well, we was having a drink when Florence, that's Florence over there.
I think we're at 100.
Yes.
Did we say?
Yeah.
So
Oh
we'll
shit,
start.
we're singing. All right, so let's start at the top of this
Yeah.
page.
Yeah.
All right.
We've met.
Oh, well, she came over to the table.
Yeah, and this cut-rate canary apparently resented my appearance. But naturally, my escort was very much...
I prefer to hear Mr. Nugent's version.
Thank you. Well, Florence's escort Joey appeared. He objected to Florence coming to my table. One thing led to another. Wink, wink. Joey slapped Florence, and I slapped Joey.
He was only to defend him in American womanhood, Your Honor.
Get that dame!
Well, off anyway. Agnes scratched Florence, and Florence scratched Agnes, and well, anyone who says he remembers a fight punch for punch is lying. I don't remember.
Your Honor, the district attorney's office would like this man held over for trial.
Oh, I see no reason for that, Mr. Chamberlain. Obviously, it was a fight in which everyone participated. Everyone is equally guilty or innocent. I suggest that you all go home now and be a little less emotional in the future.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, one moment, you just got here. Don't you like our court?
It's fine, only I'm due to give a lecture this morning.
After this, Corey's gonna be a Southern Belle.
Yes.
We got one more page of singing.
It's only a
Really? What were you lecturing on?
As an artist sees it.
Just remember, Mr. Nugent, if you're brought before this court again, you won't be dealt with so leniently. Case dismissed.
Your Honor.
For heaven's sake, Dick, don't press your luck and telling her you're going to deliver a lecture.
But I am.
Where?
A bunch of kids at the high school. Much obliged, Walters.
Buzz of the high school students.
Buzz, 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 buzz.
I wish we didn't have to sit here, Jerry. I hate lectures.
Me too, but what about Saturday night? You promised Susan.
Promises are the hollow shells of undone deeds.
Oh, for gosh sakes.
You're a nice boy, Jerry, but you're a callow.
Scene.
That's not it. French.
That's all right, okay.
Oh,
Accent for Haley and Justin. Creepy twins that say everything in unison.
Huh.
Rum, red rum.
Okay, you're right. Okay. Jerry, can you be still French?
I'm still French. I've got 6 lines, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Jerry. Sorry, Jerry.
The only reason I'm not good enough for you is because you're looking for, how you say, a knight in shining armor, that's what. I'm competing with something medieval on a horse.
Oh, don't be a stew. And please be quiet. Mr. Mitwick's coming out on the stage.
That was wonderful!
Oh my god,
In terms of his things, I hate it.
You asked.
That's what you've done.
Students, our school is honored in having as guest lecturer a famous artist who will speak to us about the classical traditions of painting. I know you will express your enthusiasm for his appearance here today. And so without further ado, Mr. Richard Nugent. This way, Mr. Nugent.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Ow! Ow! Wait, I gotta read this line. Female students applaud louder and add cheers and wolf whistles as they glimpse dick. Just not a line like that.
Like you do.
Students, please.
Look at that dick. That's a handsome dick.
Up on stage too.
I suppose so, for an older man.
Oh, sorry.
You skipped our line.
I was just doing the background.
Ooh, Ryan.
Wait, what?
Susan.
Oh, I thought that was what you were saying
It
for
was just my
Susan.
commentary.
Oh,
Ad
God.
lib.
He
Ad lib.
is a handsome.
I like that you both added an A in unison.
I don't know. I don't know.
What you're saying.
It's creepy. It's creepy to say he is a handsome, so I want to make it more creepy.
I apologize in advance for Mamushu. Let's see. Mr. Midweek students, thank you. Oh God, this is terrible. I'm gonna have to pinch it for something else.
No, you're doing great.
You gotta do it. You're good.
Do
And
it.
it's happy to see you. That's a fucking shit.
Don't let people do it at Universal. You're fine.
That's a nice boy.
You're right.
What do you say?
Mr. Midweek students, thank you. You know, people think of art as something pretty stuffy. I beg your pardon, I hate myself.
No
Don't let them kid you. Sure, art has something to say to everyone. And you nice the best in every Shut up, I don't like the game. I've mastered the step in every country. I can't do this.
We cannot be Jamaican because Cucumber's doing this.
Yeah. No. Sergeant says I feel complicit in this murder. Wow. I can't even do it. It's been so long since I've seen anything with Eddie Murphy. Fuck.
Arsenal wants to know if you want to crack at Tracy Morgan while grass.
No. I know I love Tracy Morgan.
That's kind of funny.
I feel like he's more distinct.
And Eddie Murphy isn't? You got this. You got him.
Yeah, okay, fine, great. I don't, okay. And the essence of art is simplicity. Now, for instance, if I wanted to capture the feeling of America today, I'd try to. Yeah, this is your one, everybody. I'm literally never doing this one again. I'm gonna try this out in the future. And that's about it, my friends. Just remember the art is a part of freedom, of tolerance, of opportunity, waffles. And if I were going to do a portrait of one of you, I'd try to convey all that in it. Thank you.
Just look at him. Jerry. Oh.
Are you sick or something?
Keep quiet. He's smiling.
I still have my impression. Oh, it's still us.
Mr. Nugent, my name is Susan Turner. I'm a student here.
Cucumber, you also have Ruby Rod? After that? Yeah.
Thank you, Sharp Staff.
Thank you, Sharp Staff.
We need Lee Royal.
Ruby Rod for Cucumber.
We need Royal Tina White.
I fucking love Ruby Rod, though.
I do. He's awesome. Okay,
I like how we're Siamese twins.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. it helps with the link.
Whose freaking line is it? I think it's Dick's.
Dick.
It says
It's Dick.
I said no.
Oh,
Yes, I loved your speech.
Oh, thank you. Well, nice to have met you, Miss Turner. Fuck.
But I have to interview you
You what?
for the high school paper. I'm editor-in-chief. Oh, I'll bet you've had a terribly interesting life.
Not very. Super green. Look, can we do this some other time? I have a date.
A date? Oh, then you're not married?
No!
Oh, I knew you weren't. You just couldn't be.
Oh, I've had some offers.
In here, Mr. Nugent.
Oh. Thanks, Dyson Wolf.
Hooray.
Oh,
Ryan has
right.
to do Hamilton.
In the style of Hamilton.
I've still got 4 more lines of French to do before that, but yes.
Yeah, I got Russian still too.
Yeah, well, don't you see that?
Oh, sorry. We can talk in here.
Did you get all your Harley?
Yes, but oh well.
I'm gonna do a few more Harley Quinn because I lost count of that too.
Have you ever been married? No. Have you ever been in love? Yes, I have. Would you like to hear her operatic singing? Tell me, what kind of paper does the school run? Oh, all the students read it. It's to die for. I bet they do. You probably have no idea what an unusual person you are. Now, I'm not unusual at all, I suppose, but I'm really much older than I look.
That's the voice she's chosen herself.
And I know what the artistic soul is like and how keenly it can suffer.
Oh, really?
Did you have many ordeals before becoming a success?
No. As a matter of fact.
I want you to think of me not as a newspaper woman, but as a friend.
Oh. Well, in that case, yes, I did suffer. When I was 10, my mother and father had a double suicide pact. They made it. I was sent to an orphanage. Some days they didn't beat me. Then one night, I escaped. I used to steal.
What did you steal?
Real quick, Chunk, you're gonna be a teenager with attitude, aka a Power Ranger. Good luck. Nebbles, thank you for that. A group accent. Get that lobster at a group main accent. Get that lobster at the harbor.
Are we all doing
accent
now?
Yeah, group accent first, and then we'll settle back into the other stuff.
Okay.
Is it 2 pages group accent?
2 pages.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Do we just want to start on the next page?
Yeah.
Finish this
Make
one?
it easier. Yeah.
Yup.
Okay.
We're almost there.
Crusts of bread.
Yeah, oh yeah. Crusts of bread and things. One day I stole a valise. There were paints and paintbrushes inside, so I began to paint.
Yes.
But they got me. I was sent to a reform school, but I escaped again.
Go on.
I fled to New York. A wealthy society matron saw my work, fell in love with me, and sent me to an art school. The rest is, history.
How wonderful. How terribly wonderful. Name's kind of hard. There it is. I found it.
Yes, well now, if you're...
It's kind of hot.
The car's parked in the harbor. Yes, well now, if you'll excuse... It's just gone. If you'll excuse me, I must race. Fuck, goodbye, Miss Mitchell.
They're all bleeding together.
We've hit the limit of voices for Cucumber's head. It's just...
Oh my gosh. Turner, Susan Turner. Oh, remember what you told us in assembly about painting one of us? Young America and everything? Oh, it's Brooklyn.
Yeah, yes.
The car. Well, do you think I'd make a good model, Mr. Nugent?
Oh, you're not thinking of quitting the newspaper game?
Well, my family wants me to go into law, but my attitude is just one that female judges in the family is enough.
Did you say your name's Turner?
Are you a baby now? Oh, that's wicked dark. That's right. My sister's Judge Margaret Turner.
Wicked duck. Well, nice to have met the family. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
But what about my posing?
Oh, sure. You'll make a good model sometime. Bye now.
Like a knight striding away in shining armor.
Bridge.
Well, Susan, what else did this knight in shining armor have to say? Oh no, Mariner, dang it.
Yep.
Mariner.
Well, Susan, what else did this knight in shining armor have to say?
Oh, I don't know, but he's wonderful, Margaret. He had to lie and cheat and steal to get somewhere in life.
Well, that makes everything just a dandy. What's the name of this Galahad?
Real quick. Chunk's gonna have to sing in the style of Nickelback.
And then once we're done with this page, we are singing our lines again.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
Shit, thanks everybody.
Yeah.
Yay.
Wait. I got Finished Goopy.
Yep.
And then I got
Nickelback.
Animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ranger, and the Nickelback.
Yes.
That's a lot.
And chat, call us out if we skipped one.
Yeah, let me know, because I'm going to forget.
I'm running out of my space in my sticky notes. Richard Nugent.
Richard Nugent?
Well, then you've heard of him.
Heard of him? Why, just this morning.
Margaret, have you ever thought of me as immortal? Dickie wants me to pose for him.
Well, isn't that not Dickie?
Now, don't be unreasonable. He's a very fine man. You don't know him at all.
I know enough to advise you to forget all about him right now.
Well, I don't need your advice. You're gonna make me an old maid.
Only until you're 18. Susan, where are you going?
Park the car upstairs. Well, you're going out for dinner, aren't you?
And we're singing.
And
we're
Singing.
We're singing. Well, Mr. Chamberlain hasn't called for me yet, and there's no reason for you to.
Ding dong.
He's here now, Margaret. Have a good time.
Susan, wait. You're all right, aren't you?
Oh, I'm fine. Just fine.
Good, I'll be home early, dear.
Do 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 do.
That's brisk, baby.
We simply must calm down, Tommy. We'll never find Susan carrying on like this.
No, Margaret. I'll handle everything. Just when did the cook discover that he wasn't in the house?
About an hour after we left, she went to call for her dinner and she wasn't in her room. Did you check the hospital?
In the airport, railroad station, and bus terminal.
Oh, Tommy, if anything's happened to Susan, I'll never forgive myself. Oh, I never should have quarreled with her.
You quarrel with her?
I told her she couldn't pose for Richard Nugent.
Nugent?
And she said she didn't need my advice, that she...
Nugent, for heaven's sakes, Margaret. Why didn't you mention Nugent before? Give me that phone.
Oh no, you can't mean that she... Oh no!
Dun 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 dun.
Bridge.
You can't stop the beat.
Cellar opens. There's Nugent, Mr. Walters. And believe me, if a client ever needed a lawyer...
That door shut. Do, 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 do. All right, Dick, tell me exactly what happened.
Where were you last night when they finally let me use a telephone? Where were you?
I had not anticipated you winding up in jail so soon after the last time. I have my own life, you know. Well, let's have the facts.
Good. Well, I got home to my apartment last night, that much I know, and this girl was there, at least I think she was there. Well, I guess she was, I don't know.
Judge Turner's sister?
That's the one, the young one.
Okay.
Scene.
So, Scene and Connie, thank you, TKH328, for your donation. Connie, you're a pro wrestler defending the belt.
Oh, yeah.
So do we want to go over what we currently have, or is it pretty fine?
Yeah, because I still have one more of overdramatic radio host.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Add that to your list then.
Okay. Is everybody good, or do we want to go over what everybody has? Are we good? Keep going? Keep going. Go.
I mean, you can check me. I'm still gonna forget.
I think I'm good, right?
Okay.
I'm just me, right?
I think so.
Oh, and Corey
Okay,
do
cool.
a stereotypical Californian.
I've got lots of examples.
Right. Because you guys all
Think of,
sound like
Californians.
Californians. Stereotypical
Yeah, the Californians.
ones.
It's pretty fucking spot on.
You're gonna get on the 405 north and take Kahunga.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Oh, man.
Pocket goes in
Moving it
now.
over.
All right. And I've got 4 lines left of French. Okay. How young?
Too young. Ugh.
How did she get into your apartment?
He let her in, the elevator boy. She told him she was posing for me.
Nugent, why don't you tell me the truth, eh?
I am telling you the truth. Now, will you be quiet for a moment? That's what happened last night. Nobody would listen to me.
Go on, and don't throw away your shot.
All right. Thank you. I got home to my apartment. I took off my dinner coat. I put on a robe, wanted to be comfortable. Came inside my apartment, turned on the radio, opened the book, sat down to read the book, and up popped this little girl. She'd been asleep on the sofa.
Judge Turner's sister, go on.
Before I can open my mouth, there's a banging on the door. Everybody yelling. Somebody busts in. Everybody starts talking at once. Then about 50 policemen.
Now, did the girl explain why she was there?
Yeah. Oh, I'm the Baron.
Harkonnen?
As in the Baron Harkonnen?
I guess.
Just the Baron.
Or the Baron.
Any Baron?
He'll be a little bit like Droopy.
A Drooby.
Yeah, I'm a little bit the Baron Harkonnen. Baron. The Baron. Is it my line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quinn, I really tried to do Ruby Rod. Didn't go well.
Well, she tried to explain, but I wouldn't really let her explain. She kept trying to say she'd come up there to be a model or something.
Now, did you or did you not invite the Judge Turner's sister to be a model?
No, well, in a roundabout way, maybe I did. She kept saying I told her I was going to paint her as young America.
Tell me true, did you tell her that?
No, I told that to 500 little girls.
Now, let's not go into that. No, let's not go into that.
Oh, no.
Now, you're also charged with hitting the assistant direct district attorney, Mr. Chamberlain.
Yes, I hit him. That's right, but at the time I hit him, I did not know he was the district attorney. If I had known he was the assistant district attorney, I would have hit him. He said some very bad things, wouldn't give me a chance to explain. Kept pulling my arm. And that sister of hers.
She was there? She was there too, in the room where it happened, Judge Turner?
She's a mountain of eyes. A gallery of poison jumping to conclusions.
Now, don't throw away your shot, Nugent. You've got to remember coherently exactly what happened.
Oh, sure.
You talk like this in front of a jury, and you'll get 20 years. The world will turn upside down. Well, I'd better get to work. Okay.
Coherently. Exactly. Coherently.
Oh, yuck! You've got another visitor, Mr. Nugent.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yuck! There it is, Dr. Beamish.
I'm the court psychiatrist, Mr. Nugent.
Yeah, well, come back in an hour. I'll be crazy by then.
Well, I'm really here to help you. Now, the only thing you're suffering from a severe case of being an innocent bystander.
Tell me, what can they do to me if I kill a judge?
I understand how you feel. I'm aware that Judge Turner appears to be a very dominant woman. She happens to be my niece.
Your niece? Fine, the whole family.
Oh, yuck! Judge Turner's ready for you, Doc.
Oh, thank you, Melvin. Now, you just leave things in my hands, Mr. Nugent. I have a plan. I dare say you'll be surprised at the results.
Dare say?
Sir. You just wait and see.
Coherently. Exactly.
That's me. Shoot, what was my initial accent for this guy? Oh well.
Russian.
That was a fake one.
That was a fake one. So, I just talked with him, Margaret. He seems like quite a nice fellow.
Are you sure you weren't talking to the right man, Uncle Matt?
You know what? He's gonna stay Russian. F this. I didn't have an idea for him. About 6 feet, broad shoulders, blue eyes.
Mr. Nugent has brown eyes.
Oh?
Well, it isn't my case. It's Judge Treadwell's.
Well, I hope Treadwell doesn't go too far. Susan's in love with Nugent, or thinks she is. And if they send him to prison on her account...
Which is where he belongs.
It will be martyr him in Susan's eyes. It will martyr... whatever. And I guarantee the results will be tragic.
Oh, well, that is absurd. You just don't understand Susan. She's very level-headed. She's far above that sort of silliness.
Yuck! I'm sorry to bother you, Judge Turner. Oh, yuck. But this lady claims to be judge. Nope. But this lady claims to be... Nope. But this lady claims to be Nugent's mother. Oh, yuck.
Susan, where on earth did you dig up that dress?
And that black veil. Widow's weeds.
I just wanted to talk to him.
Oh, yuck. About the steel business, Your Honor. She baked him a sponge cake. This was in it. Oh, yuck.
A hacksaw.
This is ridiculous, Susan.
But sister, I love him. Don't you realize that? If I lose him, life has no meaning. I love him.
Well, Your Honor.
You win, Uncle Matt.
Then I suggest you arrange an informal hearing right away.
Well then, brother, Judge Treadwell has reviewed the facts, Mr. Nugent, and I have good news.
You're gonna hang me?
I'm afraid I'm the one who ought to be hanged.
Oh, well, won't I sit down?
Please do. And I believe you met my uncle, Dr. Beamish.
That's definitely the boulder, Connie.
Yeah, the boulder.
Oh, yes, indeed.
But this is Judge Treadwell.
How do you do?
And you already know the Assistant District Attorney, Mr. Chamberlain.
Ah! Not nice to see you again, Nugent.
Yeah, sorry about the misunderstanding.
Forget that. I'm just that so temper.
That's very generous of you.
I'm afraid I lost my temper too last night. I hope you'll pardon me.
Pun. Oh, pardon me, yes. Well, I guess I'm free to go then, huh? Thank you.
Just a moment. I'm a little worried about Susan.
Yeah, I was a little worried about her myself.
Yes, well, it seems she's become quite enamored of you, Mr. Nugent. And, we were wondering if you'd, mind helping us by taking her out.
Oh, I'd be glad to. Taking her out? Where? Doing what?
Being her a beau until she gets over you, Mr. Beamish. Says she mustn't feel you're being martyred.
Oh, he does he? Well, then let Mr. Dr. fucking Beamish take her out. Let her get over him. I'm not a judge, but I'll bet there's no law that says I have to go out with children.
No. No. We were just hoping you'd want to cooperate.
Why should I?
Because your attitude will have a decided bearing on the disposition of the other charges against you, if the district attorney wishes to press them.
Press what? All I did was punch him in the nose. All right. What will I have to do?
See Susan as often as we deem proper, Mr. Nugent. And as soon as your fatal fascination wears off, you're free to go on your way again.
What if it doesn't wear off?
Oh, it will.
Oh.
Mr. Nugent, I'm going against my better judgment. I would just as soon my sister were going out with an actor.
Sterner simply means that I recommended you as a vital therapeutic measure.
Oh, that's great. Recommended for children.
Well, Mr. Nugent, yes or no?
Well, I still want to know what I've got to do.
You'll start tonight. You'll take Susan to the high school basketball game.
Me? Take Susan to a high school what, in front of people?
Well, Mr. Nugent.
It's a date.
In a few moments, we'll bring you Act 2 of The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer.
You're still many?
I'm still many.
How is that possible?
I haven't had many lines.
Okay.
It'll stop after this page.
Okay.
Our guest tonight is Miss Susie Crandall, popular contract player at RKO. I understand your studio regards you as a real trooper, Susie, an actress who puts her best into every role.
Susie, consider that a real compliment, Mr. Kelly. It's where your location you learn how a trooping means. Animal thinking of the special stars of RKO News Picture. The big still.
Oh, yes! Robert Mitchum and Jane Greer. The picture was filmed in Mexico, wasn't it?
Yes! In the rugged mountain of country between Veracruz and Mexico City. The story is full of thrilling action. It's all about the border gang and the theft of the U.S. Army Patrol. I have an accent now.
That's primitive country down there. All the supplies would have to be brought in.
Yes, but the cops go along fine with the natives. They give them American cigarettes and clothing. Some of the local belles work in the store, you know. And Jane Greer made a big hit with them all night. Can you guess now, Mr. Kennedy?
Well, of course. Jane must have brought along a supply of certain beauty soap.
Right. Mr. Kennedy, she told me the local girls are instant chance with the guest of Lux toilet soap.
Why, naturally, Susie.
Animal.
Lux toilet, animal. Lux toilet soap is a winner wherever it's used. Besides, when they saw Jane's lovely Lux complexion, they had proof of what daily Lux soap care can do.
Just animal and more beautiful like complexion of giant girls. I can't imagine. Well, here in Hollywood, we know Lux Soap is complexion care. That works.
Thank you, Animal. Regular care with this white soap really does make skin softer, smoother. Skin specialists have proved it. In recent tests, 3 out of the 4 complexions become lovelier in a short time. Why not try this fine product of Lever Brothers Company for your precious complexion? Remember, Lux Toilet Soap is the chosen beauty care of 9 out of 10 famous screen stars. Now, our producer, Mr. William Kiley.
Act 2 of The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxers, starring Cary Grant as Richard Nugent and Shirley Temple as Susan.
And the underage Shirley Temple.
Nah.
Richard Nugent as innocent as the driven snow, but the fact that he's not in jail is due only to his anguished assent to become Susan's beau till she wearies of him. Susan, of course, knows nothing of this arrangement. Susan's in love now more than ever as she and Mr. Nugent watch the high school basketball game. Good evening, Susan.
Good evening. That's Mr. Mitwick, Dicky, the principal.
Geometry getting straightened out, Susan?
Oh, yes, Mr. Mitwick.
And who's this young man?
Oh, I'm just,
you must be a new boy. Well, we'll probably be running into each other.
Never mind. I gave a lecture here on art.
Oh, yeah,
Vega.
yeah. Miss Beagle's pupil. Excellent teacher.
Isn't that amazing?
Doesn't Corey have a couple accents?
That was,
Yeah, she's Southern Belle.
that was sort of my
Almost.
Oh, you what?
I know. Yeah, I
Sorry,
doing it.
it wasn't
She's doing
southern enough. I'll make it more southern.
Oh, the vipers!
My pearls.
Well, I'm going no. So for me, it was a little startled because I'm doing this end of the situation.
Yeah, just match my Eddie Murphy energy. You'll be fine.
We're representing both ends
So
here.
it
of the
was Southern Belle.
It was.
Southern Belle
I heard it.
Southern Belle is not Texan. Southern Belle is much more like demure about it.
No.
Right.
But Southern Belle is from Georgia, and there's a certain musical swang to it.
Okay.
Like you're drinking a tall glass of tea.
Okay.
On the front porch.
What the fuck did a porch just become now?
A porch.
Yeah, we had a much better team last season. Our new center needs more experience.
What are you doing?
Oh, please.
Teenager who's really horny, get off my back about it.
That's right, every teenager.
His name's Jerry. He used to be sort of a boyfriend of mine.
What? You mean that fine-looking man who smiled at you before? Number 7?
He's just a child. You needn't be so jealous, Richard.
Okay, looks like we're taking him out of the game. Oh, speaking of a man, Susan, I'd certainly like to meet number 7.
That can be arranged. Whistle.
Oh, hiya, Susan.
Well,
that's a great game you're playing, Mr.
Jerry White, Mr. Richard Nugent.
How do you do?
Usually my game is much better, Mr. Nugent, but lately I got personal troubles. Yeah.
It's too bad that when school depends on their athletes, that certain athletes are selfishly concerned with their own problems instead of beating PB high.
Well, look, Mr. White, how about joining us for a drink? I mean, for a soda after the game?
Do you really mean that?
Certainly.
Gee, I'll say. Thanks, Mr. Nugent. See you, Susie.
And I thought you were splendid tonight, Jerry. Splendid.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
Yes, he was!
No, I wasn't.
Say, Jerry, aren't you supposed to be in training? Just look at that, like a double sweetheart flip.
Sometimes a man just doesn't care. Well, I may as well level with you, Mr. Nugent. When I saw you tonight, my first instinct was to take a poke at you.
Jerry!
Then I said to myself, let's be civilized. This is life, and if Susan feels that way, it's all right with me.
That's big of you, Jerry, and very generous. Dickie and I will always treasure your friendship.
If I can ever, do anything for either of you, all you have to do is call me.
And if we can ever do anything for you, Jerry, all you have to do is ask.
Sure, yeah, get in touch. Call me up, make contact, yeah.
I guess it's goodbye, Jerry.
I guess it is.
Yeah, I guess it is. Well, so long, old man.
Fade in and
Tunnel background of chirping crickets.
Wait.
Tweet, tweet. No.
Oh, no.
Oh. The first time we've ever had to simulate crickets on our channel.
Laying down the job.
Must you rush home, right on home, Richard? I mean, can't we just walk a little longer?
Well, just as a matter of fact, Susan, I want to talk to you.
What about, dear?
Susan, isn't becoming for you to call me dear. I don't think it's right.
But why, darling?
Well, now stop that and listen to me. Now, the basketball game was fun tonight, but I can't go on.
Well, yes, I know. The season's over next week. Duh.
No. I mean, the whole thing can't go on. Look, everybody's getting a crazy idea that you're in love with me.
Oh, God.
I am.
Footsteps.
Susan, look at me. I wouldn't say this to many people, but I'm old enough to be a father.
You're so right, dear.
Oh, you gotta realize that this isn't proper for either of us.
You're so right, dear.
Well, it's not only going to...
Porch step.
Okay, thanks. It's not only going to embarrass me, but it's going to embarrass you too. Susan, you're not paying any attention to me.
You're so right, dear.
Well, good evening, Mr. Nugent.
Good evening.
Oh, that's a new dress.
Like it?
Oh, it's beautiful, Margaret. Too bad you had to go to that dreary party tonight with Mr. Chamberlain.
Oh, it was a very nice party. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, we had simply a sensational time.
Well, you better turn in now. School tomorrow, you know.
Oh, yeah, I know. Good night, Dickie. I'll just blow you a kiss.
Thank you.
Happy dreams.
She's still in a daze, isn't she? I don't know why.
You know, that is a beautiful dress. And you look wonderful in it.
Thank you. You said that gracefully. Perhaps as the result of practice?
You said that ungraciously. Perhaps as a result of practice.
I had that coming.
Uh-huh. You got a moment?
Yes.
You know, Judge Turner, when I was a kid, I had a habit of reading a lot of books my mother didn't want me to read. One day, I found a book that had a very racy title. Well, I kept on reading it for quite a long time. It was awfully dull. And then suddenly I discovered that my mother had stuck a philosophy book underneath that paper cover with the racy title.
Well, that's one way of learning philosophy.
Yeah, you know what else I learned? Never judge a book by its cover. All is not gold that glitters. Things and people may not be what they appear to be.
Like you? I sat in judgment on a series of facts, Mr. Nugent, not on your character or biography.
Ah, well. It's still a beautiful dress. And you do look wonderful in it.
Well, we'll see you on Saturday, Mr. Nugent. You're going to take Susan to the picnic. The Parent Teachers Association annual picnic.
Picnic! Okay, good night, Your Honor. Hi, Jerry.
Oh, hello, Mr. Nugent. Going to take Susan to the picnic, huh?
Well, you know how it is, old man. Well, what are you doing? Sitting here in your car?
I'm not welcome in the house.
Well, Susan probably doesn't even know you're out here.
She put me here, Mr. Nugent.
Uh-oh!
It's not her fault, I guess. It's her granduncle, Judge Thaddeus. Have you met him yet?
What? Another uncle and a judge?
He's going with you to the picnics. He's something fierce. I walked in, all I said was, "Mellow greens, Unky Dookie." He almost blew a fuse.
I like to point out that one came with a pronunciation.
Dookie.
Yuki Dookie.
Well, what's wrong with that? Sounds okay to me. Hey Jerry, how'd you like to use my car?
Are you kidding?
Why no? You drive my car to the picnic and let me borrow yours. Does this thing run?
Sure, it runs.
No, where's the key?
Well, who needs key?
Well, here's my key, Jerry.
Jiminy. Jiminy! That's right, 1940s.
Can I get a little more excitement?
Once more with feeling, please.
You're correcting on like your name.
An expression, Yemeni.
No, I know.
Even Nickens giving you notes. Yeah, I don't look right, do I, Jerry? I mean, to be taking a girl like Susan to a picnic.
Well, you do look kind of formal, Mr. Nugent.
Yeah, well, look, perhaps if I roll up the cuffs on my trousers, huh?
Yeah, sure. And take off your tie, Mr. Nugent.
Yeah. And this hat?
Oh, I wear the hat, Mr. Nugent. Only mash it up. Like, give it a zoot route.
Oh, fine. What's this?
Sharp as a tack. Boy, what a difference.
Well, thanks, Jerry. See you at the picnic. Knock, knock.
No, not at the door, Margaret. Who is that?
Oh, he's still on.
Just Mr. Nugent, Uncle Thaddeus.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, who the devil is Mr. Nugent?
Oh, he's older. He's come to take Susan to the picnic.
Dickie!
Hi! Mellow greetings, Yugi Doogie. Ready, Voot? Let's scoot.
Ah, animal mad! What a ding dong blasted total attack is that?
I don't know.
Hey! You remind me of a man!
What man?
The man with the power!
There it is.
What power?
The power of hoodoo!
Hoodoo?
You do!
Do what?
Remind me of a man!
What man?
The man with the power.
But what power?
Good morning, Mr. Nugent.
Oh, greetings!
Are you out of your mind?
Huh? Huh? What?
What are you trying to do?
I don't dig you, chick. What are you talking about?
What are you two whispering about?
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle Thaddeus.
How are you, Richard?
Hi, Uncle Matt. You going to the picnic too?
May I present my great uncle, Judge Turner?
Oh, well, how do you do, Judge? How do you do?
That's my hand, not a pumping handle.
He's sharp. Hey, Uncle Thaddeus, remind me of a man.
What man?
The man with the power.
The power!
The power of voodoo.
Who do?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of a man.
Well, this isn't the house. It's a sideshow circus.
Mr. Nugent, Judge Turner is an Associate Justice of the State Supreme Court.
Nah, good for you, Junior. That's better than working for a living, huh?
Chunk, are you supposed to be doing Nickelback stuff?
No,
Nope.
he's doing Power Rangers.
Oh, that makes sense. Where's Tommy Chamberlain, Margaret? Isn't Tommy Chamberlain calling for you?
Oh, he's meeting us at the picnic, Uncle Matt.
Did you think I was just doing this voluntarily? Then, that's keeping us.
Well, everybody ready? Swinging Dick's hot rods right at the curb.
Come on, Uncle Thaddeus, come on.
You remind me of that man.
Hoodoo.
No, you idiot. I'm supposed to do that. Say that.
Vicky, your car, it's gone.
Why, that's Jerry's car out there.
Oh, well, it looks just like Jerry's car.
Do you mean to say we're going in that, Rick?
Oh, why not? It's a Voot 8.
Food, eh?
Only 8 more payments and it's mine. Okay, Uncle Thaddeus, toss in your frame. Hot Torini!
Ladies and gentlemen, I know you're all waiting for the big event of our annual picnic. The athletic contests open to parents and children alike. First event, the sack race.
You know, Uncle Man, I used to be pretty good at these things when I was a kid.
Well, what's the matter now? Beneath your dignity as assistant district attorney?
Or just too old, Chamberlain?
To hold the rider into the race.
Oh, that's the kind of spirit we want to see.
How about you, Mr. Nugent?
Right after lunch? Poop me? Don't be silly.
Too old, huh?
To run a sack race? Well,
Wait.
there's nothing to it.
You go right
both
in there,
Cucumber-
Vicky.
Wait, Danny?
And
don't
we're
know
both
that.
dead.
So
Deadpool
Danny
now.
donated, but Cucumber and Ryan get to do Deadpool.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
You go right
Hey,
in.
block that bot!
No, I want to be famous. Oh.
Where's that? Where's
What?
that? Where's that? Where's that? I want to be famous. Where's that?
Where is I want to be famous?
he got deleted. Hardliner did it.
Oh, God damn it. I'm looking at the script, you fuck.
Son of a bitch, so was I! I was like, where are we?
The script got
Confused
deleted.
all
No.
of us. Way to go.
No. The bot in the chat that got blocked, and that's what Chunko's responding to, and I'm literally looking for what he just said in the script because I'm an idiot.
That makes 2 of us.
No.
Yep.
There's 3 of us.
Yeah, that's me. We should do 4 of us.
All right. Listen. To run a sack race, well, there's nothing to it. I guess that's it.
You get right in there, Dickie, and show him.
All right, Susan. I will. Just hold my coat and hat.
Okay.
Look at him! Found it blooming like a purpose. There's some athlete, Mr. Nugent.
Oh, it's not Dickie's fault.
Tommy Chamberlain happens to be the better man, that's all.
Thank you, Margaret!
Okay, just because Mr. Chamberlain won the sack race and the potato and spoon race and the three-legged race doesn't prove a thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the main event of the afternoon, the spectacular obstacle race, the supreme test of skill, stamina, and endurance.
The editor's box says grown. Someone get my unicorn.
Come on, Dickie, get up off the grass. I can't pin your number on if you're lying down.
Groans again.
Don't you think you've had enough for one day, Mr. Nugent?
We've just begun to fight.
All right, with effort. All right, here we go. Yeah, we've just begun to fight. Look at Colossus.
Oh, Uncle Man, you mind holding all these medals for me? I don't want to be handicapped with an excess weight.
We have Sharp Steph donated for Haley to do Tom Hardy's Bane.
Yeah.
This is all the Batman.
I just want this Nickelback to be over.
Dude, everybody get ready.
Yeah.
I just know you can win this time, Dickie.
Editor's box says breathless this time. Sure.
You got to win me that cup.
Don't worry, Susan. I'll be glad to give you the gold.
Beginning to worry about him.
Him? Nugent?
I just hope he wins. For Susan's sake.
Oh.
Well, let's walk down to the finish line. Susan, where are you going?
I'll be right back. I just want to talk to Jerry. What will break first, his spirit or his body?
I'm a big crowd.
I'm proud of her.
So good.
Dude, and the winner of the grand award, Mr. Richard Nugent. This way, Mr. Nugent will present the cup at the grandstand.
The script still says I'm out of breath. Who's gonna carry me up there? Professor X, he can't walk.
Well, you certainly surprised us, Mr. Nugent.
What happened to Chamberlain? And what happened to my wife in the sequel?
I don't know. Strange. He should drop out of the race so suddenly. Where's Susan? Oh, well, let's get to the grandstand.
Oh, hey, look, I'm playing two parts. Well, Susan, I did what you asked me to do.
Oh, thanks a lot, Jerry, for letting Dickie win. Also because I broke your leg.
It wasn't easy, I mean, especially without another leg. A few of us tackled Mr. Chamberlain in the creek, and we held him underwater. It was all flushed out.
I must say, that was very back of you. I live in the darkness. All of the boys cooperated just fine.
You owe me 75 cents apiece. If it was for anyone but you, they'd charge $1.
Oh, I'll pay you on Saturday.
I don't want any money. We'll, cut a few arms and legs off, something like that. But I just can't be bought.
You know, Jerry, at times, you're really very nice.
And it gives me great pleasure to present this beautiful cup to that great athlete and the winner of the future event, Mr. Richard Nugent.
I read ahead. I knew it was going to be me. I don't know quite what happened to me, except, getting cancer and then, finding that I had the X healing factor that completely redid all of my skin and all that stuff. And now I wear this awesome suit because it covers all the blood. But I guess it'll all to clean living, the proper outlook, and the help of my friends, particularly you, Wolverine. Looking at you, buddy.
Ah,
No, it's not possible. I'm seeing things.
Margaret, what in the world?
He's wearing armor, Mr.
Oh,
Nugent.
okay.
He's like a knight in shining armor.
And we are now
all Deadpool.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, I still have some bait lines. But like 4 months.
What in the ass, Monkey Turner?
triumphant romantic
Margaret.
music.
That was quite a picnic. Quite a picnic. Where the fuck is Susan?
Upstairs. I'm making her rest for a while. She's going to the dance tonight.
Dance? With Mr. Nugent?
Well, yeah. Speaking of Mr. Nugent, that was a very odd occurrence, Uncle Matt. I mean, they're in the grandstand, and he's wearing armor, and then he's talking to himself. He's like crazy.
Seeing Dick in a suit of shining armor?
Well, I feel absolutely ridiculous.
Especially in that outfit. Gosh.
God.
Optical illusions have been known to cause cancer.
Well, obviously, it was a combination of the heat, the blood, the cancer, a too hurried lunch, and all the excitement.
Well, of course, it's a known fact that
Merely a matter of my thinking. Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Nugent, as Susan sees him. Do you understand?
Oh, some things happen to me 100 times. Only I always see Betty Grable, or Betty White, or
Just Betty.
Well, it's occurred to me. Well, Mr. Nugent, it's very sweet about Susan. I don't think we ought to embarrass him any longer. Except we.
Susan.
I'm sure she'll get over him once we kill him. You know, it's no big deal. We'll just talk it over with him after he's dead, as a matter of fact.
Well, I think that's a bad idea.
But, I mean, not here?
Oh, naturally not here, but
But certainly not in his apartment. We could go to
Oh,
Professor
yeah.
X's.
of course not. But
See, some place, some sophisticated. Oh, the danger room. We'll go talk to Professor X. We'll talk things over.
well, that's very sensible and all, but
Thank you so much, Uncle Matt. You had me clearing things up considerably.
not at all. Not at all.
Now, where the fuck did I leave my telephone?
You've had it in your hand ever since you started.
Ha 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 ha. So, yes, I have. Boop, 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 boop.
Is that a rotary? Hello, who? Yes, Your Honor. Anything wrong with Susan? Is she making chimichangas? Motherfucker! Okay, I'm sorry to hear that. What? You? Dick? Fuck! Okay, B. Arthur? No. Okay, well, what? I'd be delighted. Where will we meet? Dyson, well, thank you. Sorry, Quinn, thank you for that donation of 10. Ryan should sound like Sean Connery. I agree. Listen, I'm having a hard time following this script. Well, just name the place. We can celebrate my victory this afternoon. I can't say the K word. No, I'm not too tired to dance. Do you dance? I mean, I do dance, but it's pretty ugly if I do. Anyway, well, how about the TikTok club? Well, fine, 9 o'clock. Sure. Okay. Click.
That's 2 pages.
And Ryan is now Sean Connery.
No, I've only done 4 lines of my own Deadpool.
Wait, did you get an individual one or the group? Because if it's a group, it's just a couple pages.
You and me both
The
did.
individual
He had
one.
gotten even.
Oh.
You both did.
Uh-huh.
We pause now for station identification. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Doo doo doo.
That's NBC.
Dude, in a few moments, we'll return with like the third act of The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer. And now here's our Hollywood reporter, Libby Collins. I hear you have some special news tonight, Libby.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it news, but it's about Metro Goldwyn Mayer. They've got like this new Technicolor comedy, Mr. Keeley. I think it's about Neptune's daughter. I mean, she's pretty wet fish, you know, but a prize package of laughter, music, and romance. Yeah.
and a cast that does full justice to its clever comedy and catchy tunes.
Yeah, that lovable red clown, red skeleton. He's up to his usual tricks, and he's a panic.
Dude, yeah, and Esther Williams is downright gorgeous. She swims, she romances, and my Libby, how she can wear those stunning bathing suits.
Yeah, like, damn. No wonder making love to Esther comes naturally to handsome Ricardo Montalban.
Yep.
The irresistible Betty Garrett makes a wonderful partner for Red. All in all, it's a picture worthy of Metro Goldwyn Mayer's 25th anniversary.
Yeah, and that Lux toilet soap too is celebrating its 25th anniversary, offering Lux girls everywhere a lovely silver scatterpin inspired by Esther Williams. It's called Neptune's Daughter Scatterpin. Style-conscious women are gonna love it.
You can bet they are, Deadpool. The design is beautiful. Charming little mermaid rod in sterling silver. The pin has a strong safety clasp, too.
Yeah, like, wear it on all your suits and your dresses and your handbags. Like, just get a ton of them.
Here's how to get your Neptune's Daughter pin. Send in 2 wrappers from Lux Toilet Soap, regular or bath size, and 35 cents in coin to Lux Toilet Soap, Post Office Box 16, New York 8, New York. Your sterling silver pin will come to you promptly. I'll repeat the address. That's Lux Toilet Soap, Post Office Box 16, New York 8, New York. Send in 2 Lux Toilet Soap wrappers and 35 cents in coin.
I mean, like, if you could buy this pin at retail, it would probably cost you about $1.50. I would probably spend about $100 on it, but this offer is good only in the continental U.S. We hate all the other states. I mean, sorry about that. Subject to applicable state or local regulations.
The offer expires September 1st, 1949. Darn, you just missed it. Send for Now our producer, Mr. William Kiley.
The curtain rises on the 3rd act of The Bachelor and the Bobby Soxer, starring Cary Grant as Richard Nugent and Shirley Temple as Susan. Well, my dudes, it's a few hours later, and Judge Margaret Turner, looking entrancingly like a head of a municipal court, is dancing with Richard Nugent in the Tick-Tock nightclub. Mr. Nugent is much impressed, my dude.
We're on TikTok now. You know, my father was a bachelor.
Really?
Yeah, wait till I finish. He was a bachelor until way into his 30s. He always said he'd know who he was going to marry the moment he saw her. Then he met my mother and put his arms around her, and that was it. And just the way she felt his arms did the trick.
That's a very romantic story.
Yeah, well, they were happy all their lives, apparently. Had nothing in common. She was a piano teacher, and he was a flag decorator.
Now, my father courted Mother all through high school, college, and law school. 14 years after they met, they decided it was time to get married. They had a lot in common. They were both attorneys.
You feel nice in my arms.
I imagine that if Mother and Father hadn't had so much in common, they'd have waited 14 years. It could have happened suddenly. Why they might even...
Dickie!
And Dickie is now Old Man Logan.
Okay.
Oh,
hello, Agnes.
Hey, what the fuck?
What do you
Yeah, Bub. All right. Hello, Agnes.
Now,
I still just sound like somebody
right
who
where
eats
you are.
You remember Agnes, Bub?
Oh,
I do?
Yeah.
Well, are you gonna congratulate me? It's my birthday!
Well, congratulations, Scott and Jean.
And here's Joey!
and we're now singing our lines as well.
Thank God.
Ooh.
Who's Joey?
I don't know.
Oh.
How are you, Mr. Nugent? How are you, Mr. Nugent?
Oh, yeah, Joey. Joey, why sure, the Vampire Club, bled, the Night Agnes and Florence.
Yeah, and all it winds up with your clipping me on the chin.
Hey, your lady friend.
Oh, yes, well, this is,
I know you. Now don't tell me I at Dickie's apartment.
No, this is Judge Turner.
Oh, of course. You two got to be friends, huh? Well, leave it to Dickie.
Well, happy birthday, Agnes. I'm terribly sorry about that. Let's go back to the table.
Oh, I'm sure you didn't know she was going to be here.
Oh, are you sure? You're sure that I didn't know?
Oh, I've given up jumping to conclusions, Mr. Nugent.
Cigars, cigarettes, cigars, cigarettes. Dickie, baby.
Oh, hello, Ginger. Oh, no thanks, no.
No, all right then. Catch you later, maybe, huh?
She's a cute kid. I did a magazine cover of her once. Wink.
Very cute.
Well, I suppose we try the champagne. I hope it's Susan!
I do not intend to create a scene.
What are you doing here?
You ought to be ashamed of yourselves.
Another chair, Alex.
Yes, Mr. Nugent.
I'm not too young to be deceived by such treachery.
Sit down, Susan. What will you have to drink?
Lemonade, but I don't intend to stay. Oh, and some chocolate ice cream. You told me that Dickie was sick, that he was so exhausted from winning the obstacle race that he just couldn't get up anymore.
She did.
Anyway, after you left, I went to Dickie's apartment. The elevator boy told me where he went. I demand an explanation from both of you.
You're good on singing.
Oh, good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah.
That was great.
Oh, Dickie, Joey wants to buy you and the judge a birthday drink on him.
Well, at the moment, Agnes.
It'll only take a minute, just time enough to drink it down.
Joey, paging Mr. Jody.
Hey, you! Couple of more chairs.
Who's this? I don't believe we're acquainted.
Oh, forgive me. This is Miss Susan Turner.
Your daughter, huh, Judge?
No, her sister, her older sister. I mean, Margaret's sister.
Why, you look old enough to be the murdering daughter.
Sisters sometimes look alike, too.
I hate my sister.
Hey, that's a real cute hat on you, Gon. Wait. Hey, that's a real cute hat you got on, honey.
And I don't intend to take it off.
I didn't ask you to take it off. Have a winner! Another round.
Yes, well, good evening.
Jerry!
Hello, Jerry. Glad to see you.
I doubt if anyone is glad to see me.
Oh, you were not invited here, Mr. White.
Jerry, I'd like you to meet Agnes and Joey.
He's cute.
Hello. I suppose you're wondering how I got here.
Well, if Susan isn't, I am.
It's getting to be quite a party.
You're jumping again.
Susan, I went to see you because I just got word I've been drafted.
Connery gets sleep apnea.
I did what Nick and Chicken said and watched Rand's face when he did that voice. It was great.
Yep. I went to the house you were going. I went to Mr. Nugent's apartment. And they told me that.
Yeah, we know the rest of it, Jerry.
Well, you don't have to make such a big thing about it. After all, the war's over.
I know it's over.
He's dead.
But I know it's over, but guns off by accident sometimes. Or fellows should trip on a bayonet.
Yeah. I know just how you feel, Jerry. Going away, perhaps not seeing your loved ones for, a couple of years.
Oh, you're a fine boy, Jerry. And a good friend. Perhaps Mr. Nugent doesn't know just how good.
Oh, you don't have to tell me anything about Jerry.
Maybe I could tell you a few things, like how he made sure this afternoon that you won the race.
Well, he what?
Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Hey, Chuck.
Oh, hey! That's the kid. The kid with jockey, Agnes. What's the horse pay? It's hard to read because it doesn't have blue on it.
This really doesn't
You are the
concern
blue line.
Dick, Susan.
Paging Mr. Dick.
Paging Dick.
Dick?
Dick.
Paging Dick.
Susan, what are you talking about?
You shouldn't have said that, Susan.
Well, a woman scorned is a fury.
Hey, you drinking, bub?
I'll have an eggnog with 2 eggs.
I forgot I was supposed to still be Wolverine. Now, wait a minute. How about this afternoon? Just what? Snick it!
Hey, wait. Bring the boy an eggnog with 2 eggs.
Now, isn't that amazing, bub? Jerry, what'd you have to do with winning that race?
Well, gee, Mr. Nugent.
He only did it because he knew how much I loved you.
Susan, I forbid this kind of talk.
Good evening, Margaret.
Well, life's very complicated.
Hello, Tommy.
Oh, sit down, Mr. Chamberlain. Do sit down.
Oh, well, I suppose you're wondering how I got here, Margaret. I went to your house.
Let me tell it. You went to Margaret's, found that she's gone. You were suspicious that she'd gone out with me, so you went to my apartment, the elevator boy.
Who's this guy Nugent? I don't like him. My name is Chamberlain. Hello!
Hello.
How do you do?
Hey, get him. How do you do?
Of course. You know what you're doing, Margaret? It might interest you to know that this...
You know what you are? You're a regular Blackbeard.
Bluebeard, dear.
Well, a rose by any color still...
Oh, now everybody's too excited.
No one's excited, Margaret. I want you to know that only this afternoon this man told me he is madly in love with Susan.
Oh, Dickie, did you? Darling!
Well, I did, yes, but I was only kidding.
I don't like your kidding Susan for any reason.
You drink your eggnog!
Now listen, Tommy, we're in a public place, and if we must discuss...
Dickie, you've got to tell me once and for all, do you love me?
Susan, I think you're a very sweet child, but I can't honestly say that I love you.
You deceived her, and after she spent $4.50 to make sure you won that race.
No, That's too bad. You can have your cup back.
You mean that Victor Nugent was the victory of Nugent's was a frame up?
I'm going to get out of here.
So am I.
I've had enough of this, and enough of you, Mr. Nugent. Everywhere you go, you attract trouble.
If I were so disposed, I could make a lot of trouble for you, my friend. And I am getting disposed. So disposed.
You may be a regular guy, Mr. Nugent, but I don't know.
I came to this table simply to buy you a birthday drink, and you've ruined my birthday! You ruined it! Come on, Joey. Let him pay for the drinks.
I punch you right in the nose, Nugent. I wasn't afraid you'd bust my jaw.
Mr. Nugent?
Well, go on, Alex. Just say it.
I just want to say I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Nugent. Will there be anything else?
For instance?
Do you have the time?
And I just want you to know, Margaret, that I'm leaving home. My own sister, stealing the man I love.
Susan, you're not being fair.
You're the other woman.
Susan.
It's not.
I don't have to fight for my happiness. I saw him first.
This is all your fault, Uncle Matt. You deliberately told Susan to come to that nightclub.
He certainly did not. It was all my own idea.
That's besides the point.
Now you're both hysterical.
If I want to be hysterical, I can.
Susan, I would like to talk to you.
I have nothing to say. I would issue a statement of any kind at this time.
Susan, I am still strong enough to take you over my knee and give you that laugh-basting I sincerely believe you deserve.
You wouldn't dare.
Just march to your room.
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm not thinking.
Margaret?
Come in, dear.
Margaret, I've just had a long talk with Uncle Matt.
Oh?
And I see things much more clearly. After all, Richard is too old for me. Jeepers! When I'm 42, he'll be 60. Ugh.
I see.
Anyway, Jerry's going to look awfully handsome in his uniform, don't you think? So I've decided to renounce Richard for Jerry.
Oh, that's very sensible of you, dear.
And now you have a clear field. I think you ought to patch things up. I've acted very childishly, and I'm sorry.
Susan, if I had a million more sisters, I want them all to be exactly like you.
You're just saying that because I'm so sklonkulish. Good night, Margaret.
Good night, Susan.
You know, in many ways, I think this has made a bigger woman of me. Don't you?
So, Susan apologized, huh? Well, Margaret, suppose we have a little talk about emotions.
Uncle Matt, I'm not interested in any more of your psychological mumbo-jumbo about emotions. I deal in facts, and the conclusions I draw from the facts are depressing.
I did not spend all my life, the only one of us from Russia, to listen to you. Well, depressing or not, you're in love with Richard Nugent.
Well, yes, I'll discuss that with you in the morning. Good night, Uncle Matt.
Good morning, Mr. Nugent.
Oh, well, Dr. Beamish, how did you get in here?
The door was closed, so I opened it and came in.
Well, you can open it again and go right out.
You and Margaret are having trouble.
None of your business.
So you're packing, huh? And airplane tickets. Where are you going?
Africa.
That's pretty far away, isn't it? Now, let's look at the facts. First of all, you're in love with Margaret.
I'm an artist. I deal in emotions, and my emotions tell me to go to Africa. What do your emotions tell you?
Well, I've got the plan.
Well, I've had enough of your plans and your whole family. I was a carefree fella before I met up with you. I've been in nothing but trouble ever since. I'm going to be a carefree fellow again. Now buzz off.
Very well. Oh, if you should run across a man named Smedley while you're in Africa, give him my regards, will you? He's a cousin of ours.
Another judge, no doubt?
Yes, as a matter of fact, he is. Good day, Mr. Nugent. Good morning, Margaret. Fine flying weather. I can't tell you how delighted I am you're going away for a while. Best thing in the world for you.
Turn around, Uncle Matt. I've changed my mind. I want to go home.
Oh, but that's silly.
It's silly that I'm running away, all because of Richard Nugent.
Now look, for the time being, just do what your Uncle Mac tells you, eh?
Why? You haven't been doing so good lately.
I merely suggested that a little plane trip.
Oh, all right. Drive on to the airport.
Porter, sir, take your bags.
Yes. This bag belongs to Miss Turner. She's at the reservation window, picking up her ticket.
Miss Turner, yes, sir.
Dr. Beamish, where is she? Where's Margaret?
Oh, hello, Chamberlain. I'm looking for her myself.
She's leaving? Taking a plane?
Yes, I'm afraid she is.
Oh, this is all Nugent's fault. If I see him again, I'll get him 10 years. I got a bench warrant out for his arrest.
Now, if you'll take my advice.
I don't want your advice. Now, where's Margaret?
Well, she should be here. Why don't you watch that side entrance over there? And I'll keep my eyes open here?
Oh, very well. Now just let me know the instant he arrives.
I'm a plane.
Officer, could I talk to you a moment?
Yes, sir.
I'm Dr. Beamish, city psychiatrist.
Oh, sure. Any trouble, Doc?
That fellow pacing up and down at the side entrance there?
Him? What is trouble, Doc?
He thinks he's the assistant director attorney. He likes to go around arresting people.
Oh, one of those guys, huh?
Well, I'll try to handle him, but I wanted you to know just in case.
Oh, don't worry, Doc. I'll be around. Dr. Beamish.
Yes, I'm coming.
He's here. Nugent is here. I just saw him. He's up on the planes. Well, come on, let's get him.
I think you're making a big mistake.
Oh, crap. Oh, no, I'm not. Trying to leave town, huh? Ha, I'll show him. Officer, I want you to arrest somebody. No, you don't want to go around arresting nice people. What? Wait. What? What are you talking about? I'm the assistant district attorney. Yeah, sure. Dr. Beamish, tell him who I am.
Oh, yes, officer. He's the assistant district attorney.
Well, ain't that nice? You stupid blockhead. Well, I'll do it myself. Beamish, get his number.
Yes, I'll get the pencil. I'll be right back.
Let's go, bud. Yeah? Well, where are you taking me? Let go of me! Dr. Beamish!
Now loading. White zone is for the loading and unloading of passengers.
Please have your passports ready.
Passengers for Flight 7, now boarding at Gate 2. Passengers for Flight 7, now boarding at Gate 2.
Name, please.
Arthur Ames.
Oh, step right aboard, Mr. Ames. Name, please.
Nugent. Richard Nugent.
Something wrong, Mr. Nugent?
Well, there's someone in the plane.
There's several people in the plane.
That's not what I mean. What I mean is...
Just step aboard, Mr. Nugent. Name, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you remind me of a man.
What man?
The man with the power.
What power?
The power of voodoo.
Hoodoo?
You do.
The what?
Remind me of a man.
What man?
The man with the power.
What power?
Give up?
Give up. Shall I fasten your safety belt, or will you feel safer hanging on to me, huh?
Our stars will return in a few moments, and now we want to talk to lovely Esther Williams, who's been listening to the Lux Radio Theater tonight at her home. Hello there, Esther.
Hello, Bill. I want to tell you how much I enjoyed tonight's performance, starring Cary Grant and Shirley Temple. It's been really delightful.
So glad you liked it, Esther.
You know, I was interested too in what you said about our new Metro Golden Mayer picture, Neptune's Daughter. It's the sterling silver pin Lux Soup offering. You know, I like the mermaid design so much that I have a bronze plaque in the same design. I'm gonna set it in the front door of a new house.
It is a charming pin, Esther. I noticed you were wearing a pair of them the other day on your suit lapel. They certainly look smart.
Why, thank you, Bill. I love them. I wear them all the time. And perhaps Mr. Katie can tell the listeners how to go and get the silver anniversary pin.
I'll be glad to, Miss Williams. Just send in 2 wrappers from Lux Toilet Soap, regular or bath size, and 35 cents in coin for each sterling silver Neptune's Daughter pin. To Lux Toilet Soap, Post Office Box 16, New York 8, New York. That's Lux Toilet Soap, Post Office Box 16, New York 8, New York. That's silver. This silver anniversary offer is good only in continental United States, Alaska, and Hawaii, and subject to applicable. That was a filter. Applicable state or local regulations. It expires September 1st, 1949. Just missed it. You're sure to want more than one of these handsome silver pens, so send for yours soon. Now here's Mr. Keeley with our stars.
Tonight's play was enjoyed, I know, by all bachelors, all Bobby Soxers, and the rest of us too. So here's our thanks to Cary Grant and Shirley Temple. Yay! Cary, when we first tried to reach you at tonight's show, you were in the middle of the Atlantic on a freighter. We're certainly glad you made it.
Well, thank you, Bill. So am I. I had a wonderful rest.
Suppose after a strenuous picture, you need to rest when you're over 21.
Shirley, remember, you can vote now.
Oh, see? She's over 21. 18.
Oh, it doesn't matter. But she was playing like a high schooler.
Yeah.
I suppose you're pretty bored, Shirley, with people who say, "My, how you've grown."
Well, after all, I'm a married woman with a little daughter.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, thank God. You know, that's the trouble. Other girls get married. 2 days later, everybody's forgotten it. Except the groom, of course. But when Shirley Temple gets married, the whole world feels 20 years older.
Well, I think every girl should be married.
Every girl should be married. I'm glad you brought that up.
Yes, you see, Shirley, 2 weeks from tonight, Cary will be back with us again, starring with Betsy Drake in their recent hit, Every Girl Should Be Married.
Oh.
Can we please do this one?
Next week, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that picture. And I have a suggestion for every girl who thinks she should be married. Every girl should have a Lux complexion.
Yes, I recommend a Lux complexion exactly like yours.
Why, thank you, Mr. Keeley. I've always used Lux soap. And don't forget, you promised me one of those Neptune's Daughters scatter pins. In fact, I'd like to have 2 of them to wear on my new suit.
Well, it'll be a pleasure, Shirley. The Neptune's daughter pin is sterling silver and something every woman will want. Like a marriage.
Well, what's next week's play, Bill?
Well, it's a drama about Hollywood, Carrie. The famous hit of stage and screen Merton of the Movies. Starring in it, we'll have the one and only Mickey Rooney. And with Mickey, lovely Arlene Dahl. There will be laughs, drama, and romance here next Monday with Merton of the Movies.
We'll all be listening. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, Carrie. Lever Brothers Company, the makers of Lux Toilet Soap, join me in inviting you to be with us again next Monday evening when the Lux Radio Theater presents Mickey Rooney and Arlene Dahl in Merton of the Movies. This is William Cayley saying good night to you from Hollywood.
Cary Grant will soon be seen starring in the 20th Century Fox production I Married a War Bride. Shirley Temple appeared by arrangement with David O. Selznick, producer of Portrait of Jeannie, starring Jennifer Jones and Joseph Cotton. Today we salute America's independent retail grocers who will attend the Golden Jubilee Convention of the National Association of Retail Grocers in Chicago this week. This anniversary meeting marks more than 50 years of efficient, convenient, and courteous service to the American homemaker. Our play was adapted by S.H. Barnett, and our music was directed by Louis Silvers. This is your announcer, John Milton Kennedy, reminding you to join us again next Monday night to hear Merton of the Movies, starring Mickey Rooney and Arlene Dahl.
If you have trouble with your nice things, change to Lux Flakes, and they will bubble your troubles away. Keep dresses looking neater, keep pretty colors sweeter. Let Lux bubble your troubles away.
Pretty damn good. Be sure to listen next Monday night to the Lux Radio Theater presentation of Merton of the Movies, starring Mickey Rooney and Arlene Dahl. Stay tuned for My Friend Irma, which follows over these same situations. These same stations. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
It's not NBC.
We did it! Woo-hoo. Thanks,
It's over!
It's over! And I think we all feel better knowing that Shirley Temple
was a fucking adult.
She was still playing a high schooler.
I feel much
I don't know. I enjoyed Cucumber's vomit takes. I know it's not allowed here anymore, but I enjoyed them.
That was good.
I mean, sorry, Corey, but those were unavoidable.
No.
That was real rough for me because I was picturing like little curly baby Shirley, and I was like, oh fuck.
Back in middle school,
Yeah. Woof. And she could have been 18 in high school, sorry.
Okay, but it's more fun. Yeah, we were all there. We were all there. We're all awkward.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm glad we're all uncomfortable. That's what all friends should do. Just get together and get real fucking uncomfortable.
Okay there, Dick.
It's swinging dick. Thank you.
Swinging Dick knows how to have a swinging good time.
Big swinging dick.
Thank you,
for the cheers, sir.
Somebody call Wave Woman to this party.
Well, we raiding somebody?
Yeah. Let's see who we got.
Thank y'all for your donations and hanging out with us.
Thank you so much, guys.
We've got, we're gonna raid Diva Marie.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's playing. She's doing some Among Us. So we'll start that raid.
Oh, fun. Everyone join her game.
She is the sweetest person in existence. Go give her love.
All right. See us on Sunday with Tabletop for Two with Danny and Val. We're playing some more board games, so tune in then. Have a good night,
Check
everybody.
the Discord schedule.
Have a great night. Buy some Lux soap.
Let's toilet soap.
If you do not, you're out of hope. You're doomed.
Then you die.